Okay, welcome to the final episode for season number 3, episode 10 of Wire Run TV, and this episode is a special one. It's all dedicated to one man and his pursuit of 31 marathons in 31 days through August. So Jake Malby, this is all for you and the people who've supported you for your cause over the last 31 days. So let's roll those intros and get this episode started. Okay, so as I said in the intros, this last month, the month of August, Jake Malby from the Gold Coast has set himself the task of 31 marathons in 31 days, all to break the stigma of mental health. And what an amazing month it was to follow him as he went through each of the marathons. And it all culminated on Saturday with his 31st and final marathon that he ran. And what a support and what a community of runners came out to help him through that last one. But before we get into the details and before we hear from Jake himself, let's have a little bit of B-roll. You know how much I love a bit of B-roll to set the scene and really get us in the mood for what this episode is all about. So as you can see there, a tremendous day, picture perfect weather, lots and lots of runners out, lots of crowd support as we made our way all the way from Palm Beach up to Main Beach for the burger at the top end and then back down to Burleigh for the finish right on top of Burleigh Hill, where a huge crowd greeted Jake as he came across the line to finish his 31st and final marathon. Incredibly motivating, incredibly inspiring, and a wonderful project to be involved in the smallest way possible or the biggest way possible. So I was lucky enough that Jake gave me a little bit of his time on the day because there were lots of people who wanted to interview him and talk to him. But I really wanted to get a bit of a chance to chat to him while we were running and asking some questions about Project 31 and in particular about LIVIN, the charity that he is raising money for. And so I asked him a bit about where the idea came from, its inception, some of the routines that he went through, some of the things that he saw each and every day as he ran the journey, also some of the highs and some of the lows. So I'll hand over to Jake as we go on a bit of a run with him and he talks us through some of his answers and what Project 31 actually really meant to him. So I hope you enjoy this.
So it was actually Christmas Day last year. I was sitting at home, and because both my parents are shift workers, I was just sitting there a little bit lonely, and I thought to myself what I could do to make a difference and for mental health, something that means a lot to me. And I started brainstorming a few ideas, and we always have one day where mental health's in the air, and I wanted to create a little bit of a movement for more than that one day. So I started brainstorming ideas of what I could do to get mental health in the air for a month. And 31 marathons, 31 days popped into my head, and I chose August because 2016, 17th of August 2016, I was at the end of my life, at the end of my tether. I had 2 suicide notes written out, and I wasn't in a good way at all. Now I called up my brother Ben, who's a ultra distance runner, has been for a long time, and gave me the much needed support and love over the month and a half. He fed me up because I wasn't eating, and before coming to him. And 2nd of October 2016, I laced up my shoes in Narang State Forest and changed my life. Myself becoming vulnerable has allowed a wide range of people to open up and become vulnerable, and inevitably making a difference with the million steps I've taken plus on this project. It's super rewarding, but it's the people that are being able to talk and be able to become vulnerable like I have over the past 8 months of this journey.
So what
are some of the people that you met on these 31 days? Well, you must have some characters and some stories that have touched you pretty deeply.
Man, there's been so many stories where like we've been in groups of say 10 people on a weekend, and I've had people sort of open up and say what they're about to tell us. They haven't even told their own family. I've only wanted to quit on this project once, and that was on day 27. My head has been the thing that's gotten me this far. I've battled through some of the gnarliest pain I've ever been through. For the first time, instead of staying in the present moment than I had been for this whole project, I diverted off and started counting backwards. The thing was, at the start of the project was all about acceptance, and that's one thing I've had to accept, that, you know, I wasn't sure how the body would cope. I trained to complete 7 marathons, and my idea was after completing the 7 marathons, it would get my body ready to complete the rest. So yeah, acceptance was a big thing, and it kind of broke me on day 27 because my body was somewhat okay, but because the head wasn't there, my body wouldn't work. So the head let me down out of everything out of all the days.
Tell me about some of the, because you run the same route pretty much most days, majority of the day. So have you seen any weird and wacky things on the way? Has there been some regular things as well, some things that are just the same, like the Truman Show every day?
Mate, it's actually wild, the amount of locals you see doing certain things at the same time, like even just to a tradie pulling up and getting out of his stuff out of his toolbox on the side of his car. And I've noticed that, and I think that's also because me being in the present moment, you start realising and being grateful for such small things. Like, it's crazy. Like,
yeah. And the food at the north end, the main beach?
My favourite thing, I usually halfway turn around to bacon and egg roll and an apple juice, and that's not part of my nutritionist plan, but the saying, it's a little treat I've given myself because, I mean, I've been very good with my diet and very strict, and that's what's helped me get this far.
What's the support of the running community been like? I mean, we've got a massive group here this morning. Tell us a little bit about that.
You've got like the likes of Shelley, who have done multiple marathons with me. So you've got my immediate mates in the running community, and then it's also brought a whole heap of people that I haven't normally ran with, which it's opened up, you know, a whole social aspect where now I'll be able to enjoy some Ks, and even though a lot of them are road runners, but I'll be able to share some Ks. I'm excited to get back on the trails, that's for sure. I've been there for almost a year of road running for a trail runner, so.
And yeah, one final one then. It's tomorrow morning.
Mate, well, the funny thing is, I'm going to keep the body moving. It's going to be a big thing. I've been mentored from a mate, Sean Bell, who ran 50 marathons in 50 days, and his biggest advice to me was keep the body moving and taper back down. Yeah. And I'll take his word for it because I got a lot of respect for that man. He's given me a lot of insight of what to expect on this journey, and I mean, I did 31 marathons and he did 50, so
he knows what he's talking about. Yeah.
So you can see there, a very emotional day, a very heartfelt day, an outpouring of support from the Gold Coast running community. If you do get an opportunity to donate to Jake's cause, his fundraising cause for LIVIN, as they try and break the stigma of mental health, I'll put the details on the screen below. Any donations would be greatly appreciated. It has been a wonderful project, one that has certainly taken its toll on Jake. He said at one stage that he could run but not walk. So congratulations to Jake, congratulations to everyone who supported him, who got out there, whether you ran a kilometre with him, whether you donated $1, it makes the world of difference. Okay, and from us here at Wire Run TV, that is the end of season 3. We hope you've enjoyed it. We've covered a wide range of topics and we really have enjoyed bringing these to you each and every week. We're going to take a little bit of a break now for a while. We hope to bring season 4 to you later in the year or early next year, but we've got a few other projects in the pipeline that are going to be coming to you very soon. So stay tuned to those on Instagram and Facebook. As I've said every single week, we really do appreciate the support that you guys give us in the comments or when you see us out and about or running at some of the running festivals. We really enjoy talking to you and we love getting the feedback from all the episodes. So enjoy the next couple of months, train hard and race hard and recover well, and we hope that you can check in with us for season 4 when it comes out, or maybe on some of our newer projects as well. So we'll see you on the running track.